monsters, mummy skeletons, knocking doors and having fun. Pumpkin lanterns light the way for the monster spooky play.
Hey guys, I'm Jen.
And I'm Chris.
And we're with Monsters and More.
So today we're here with another great DIY for you. We're going to make some tiki torches with skull heads on them. With that being said, let's get started.
So I did see these on another video and I absolutely loved them. Check them out, guys, which I don't have the tiki thing in them right now. But we are actually playing around with the ideas of maybe putting a solar light in these as well for when the kiddos are out here and we have them burning. Because you know, here in Kentucky, it's finally getting a little cooler and we can actually sit outside. But this girl can't sit outside without getting eaten up by mosquitoes. So we need some tiki torches out there. And why not put some skulls on it? So Chris is going to show, he's going to do this part of it, the cutting of it.
So let's get, so first thing is for these, we bought this at Walmart, correct?
Yes.
Where it come from?
No. Dollar store.
Dollar store.
We just got these at the dollar
store.
But
for the tiki torches, the size of them, I'll show you. This is the Dollar Tree ones. This is a Walmart one.
Yep.
So you can see the difference. These, if you cut them, and you could use them and probably make it work, but it'd be very tight because it's almost bigger than the skull itself. So we didn't want to. We're using the bigger ones, as you can see, which is the size of this one. So this did come from, I think, Walmart. Even the dollar store had them this size, which was bigger than the Dollar Tree ones that are small. So what I did is that you want to take your tiki torch, whatever size it is, and you want to try to make sure that you get it lined up as centered as you can, and because you want the skull part to be sticking out facing towards you, not in an angle, so you have to kind of like tilt it to where it would be laying on there right. But we laid it on there and I took a pencil and outlined it. So we've already did that, but just so you can see, you can kind of see the pencil marks around it where it is. So with that being said, all you want to do, and you want to be real careful when you're doing this because you don't want to cut yourself. But you take and push the knife in.
that's why he's doing it and I'm not.
Well, you just got to be careful. And
well,
like
I have
said,
a tendency to
you want to make sure you ain't pulling too hard, but you can cut it with a knife. And I'm just doing a little bit as I feel it pulling. I'm just making sure it don't go too much. But and just make sure you're very careful with this when you're doing it, so you don't cut yourself, because it is very dangerous. That's why Jen had me do it. She'd rather me get my arm cut off than her cut hers off or wide open. So that being said, you can kind of see that's what we did, and you'll have to take it and measure and make sure it's right. So you may have to wind up cutting it and opening it up a little bit, but when you do it, you want to make sure that you open it up both ways.
Hold it up more. You can't see it.
Yeah. So I'm sticking it on there. It still doesn't go. So I'm looking and going, all right, where do I need to cut it at? Because you don't want to cut it too big, because then it'll fall down on it and won't stay caught up. So you can see I'm just kind of going back, trimming a little bit around the edges, trying to get it big enough to do it without getting it too big, because you don't want it falling through. All right, I'll try her again and see how she does. All right, we back got it there. Now see, I still got to trim just a little bit in the back. And I'm just trying to be real careful and taking off just a little bit, maybe a couple millimeters at a time. So I got it right where it needs to be. It's tight enough that I can wiggle it down, and you may have to still trim a little bit because these things are not exactly even. As you go to put them down in here, it's still going to hang up on it a little bit in spots. So I'm just trying to look and see, and you can even take a pencil and mark it right where you want to still cut a little bit out at. And I'm going to do that because I still got 2 little spots. All right. So just so you can see, I got it through the bottom, and then you're going to have to kind of guesstimate on the top when you're looking at it, where would it come out at. And one of the easier things to do is kind of see where it would line up at as it's coming up through your skull. And you can lay this on top to try to simulate straight up and down where it's going. And then I'll go back and mark it. And you want to look straight down on it and try to make sure you're centered the best you can.
I think those tiki torches, actually, if you hit the Walmarts up right now in the dollar stores, they've actually got them for clearance.
Yep. So you can see, still snug enough that it ain't gonna fall. I mean, there's a few spots, but it's kind of uneven as it goes around it anyway. So, but time you put your piece in it, and Jen's gonna work on varnishing it. And
yeah, we're gonna go out here and hold that one up to this, so you can see the difference. Like, I prefer the varnish look versus just the way that you purchase it in the stores. So we are gonna go outside and we're gonna varnish it.
And this was the old one from what, 2 years ago that kind of faded in the sun a little bit.
Yeah,
so
see
actually,
the back how it's starting to fade.
Yeah.
Well, that was my fault. I didn't put any clear coat on it when I did it, but you learn. So.
And it actually does look better than that. That's just a 2-year faded one.
Yep.
So.
Yep.
Okay, guys, let's go to the next step.
Let's go stain. All right, guys. So you can see that all I did was just keep dipping and blotting it with just an old t-shirt of Chris's that I had. But as you can see how that turned out, how that looks, I really, really, really like that. I'll probably have to go over this one a little bit more just because he's the newest one we just bought. All these other ones, the other 4 actually already have stain on them from the previous years. I do just have to go back and clear coat. But I still love that look because it is almost like a decayed, it's not all that white, shiny, brand new look. So, super simple. Like I said, I just made sure to try to get into the cracks and the crevices of like the teeth so it'll kind of stand out a little bit. You can buy any color stain you want. I just went ahead and I had this laying around the house. It's Special Walnut from Walmart. But you can pick up any color you want. So as soon as they get done and drying, and we will add a clear coat to them, and we'll put them out on the bamboo tikis and show you guys what they look like lit up. So hey guys, we are back and we have our tiki torches lit up. Let me get a zoom in on that.
Yeah, because with that flame there you got going, it looks like it's a brand new wick, and it's burning up a little high till it burns down a little bit. But here, let me see if I can block it. Does it? Can you see it good now? You probably need to get it over here from the side maybe or something. I don't know. I can't put my hands up there too close to it, but I can kind of block it if you can see it. But that's what it looks like. And your flame won't, once that wick burns down, it won't be quite that high. But it turned out awesome. They look good. We're using it for like a pathway or just around your patio or something.
Yeah, I think that.
But we loved them. We did what, 4 of them about 3 years ago, or 5 of them.
Yeah, we did
And
5.
we did another one for y'all because at that time we didn't have a YouTube channel and we wasn't doing it, so we wanted to recreate it for you. But this is pretty awesome. If you got a patio, or I mean, I guess as far as that goes, you could do it out around your front yard if you wanted to.
I love it.
Mix it in with your, Halloween decor. But we have a walkway right here. We're going to create one coming off our patio, so we're probably going to use them as a marker, starting the pathway.
Yeah, and you can add any scene you want to. Like if you want it to do like moss coming off of this or whatever you want it to do. Me personally, we'll probably just leave them as is, but we love them. But now this one over here, we did just because we were kind of playing around with the idea when we do our Halloween house haunt, we do have a lot of kids and people up here. So we weren't 100% sure about how we felt about the whole fire going on. So I will show you this. If you guys have any other options on this, you all can drop it in the comments. But just kind of last minute, this is kind of what we thought. The solar light coming out.
Yeah, just sticking kind of the top of it to mark it and give a little bit of light. It's not as dangerous if a kid hits that and maybe, knocks it over on them or something. So you can kind of do, either one.
Which that's probably not the right size solar light, but that's what I had.
Yeah.
So
yeah, and with the varnish, we try to put it on down inside of it, but it doesn't really glow through it enough to get a lot of light with that dark varnish.
I even put a rock. I don't know if you guys can see, but I put like a rock down here to kind of hold that up. But we may play around a little bit more with this idea. It doesn't, obviously, as you can see.
If you had a little bit bigger ones,
same light.
Yeah, as the light, the tiki torch actually itself does.
What the tiki torch does. But I love these. I loved them when I seen them on another video, and I told Chris, I was like, "Oh, we're trying them." So we did have them a couple of years ago, but we love them. We think they turned out great.
All right, please, if you got any questions or comments, please leave it down below, and Jen will try to get back with you. She's normally one that does the answers. She kind of tells me what people's asking, and we kind of talk about it, but she normally does the answering, and we really do appreciate y'all tuning in and watching our videos and stuff. Thank you. Please like, share, and subscribe, and we'll keep bringing you great content. Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Stay spooky.